Yeah, just, it makes things a little bit more fun. Bragging rights from when you see a guy walking around. Like there's a picture on the internet right now where Freddie walking around with the belt on. That stuff is fun to have that, to be rewarded and for, your hard work and things like that. So, we competitive, so we do compete. So it makes it just a little bit more fun. And the music just helps with the rhythm in the beginning of practice, getting guys going when you're getting loose and all the things we do in the beginning. So it's definitely helpful. I look at it as the only thing we could do is keep getting better. Like I don't really look at it like that has anything to do. That didn't relate to it to me. My biggest concern is us just continue to grow, continue to do the things we know we can do, and add to them. Like, obviously you hear the things that are said, like fouls, busts, and all that stuff. Like everybody says stuff like that every year. There's teams that we know aren't going to be anywhere near it saying that stuff in training camp. The biggest thing is to worry about what you control, and that's us coming here every day and getting better. We're going to win games. We know that. And the key is just to be as good as we can be when April comes around.
Why do you think coaches are more open now to having a more relaxed environment, but less straight-laced environment than more maybe 10 years ago, even when you broke into the league?
The thing that's crazy about it is, like, there's no lax, approach to what we're doing. There's just music in the background. They're still yelling. There's still us going hard, guys diving on the floor. There's still, you just might hear Stevie Wonder playing. Like, there's nothing changing. Like, we're still in here going hard. There's still guys mad at fouls not being called. There's still guys trying to win every possession, win every drill. Like, I don't want people to think that because they hear that and we winning belts and all of this stuff, like, that it changes nothing. Like, there's still elbows, busted lips, stitches. Like, it's the same training camp.
The focus last year on the three ball, obviously, all around the league. And you guys had Kawhi, and you had Danny Green, and you're still here, and there's guys. Is it even more of an emphasis now? In this
I don't think we emphasize it more. We just know we have more weapons to do it. This floor spacing is always something that you want to continue to work on and continue to grow with, especially when you have guys new into the system. Like Greg being a big new into it, him trying to find his spots. JB adding a three-point shot is still working on trying to find out when to pop and when to roll and things like that. Like, it's still a feel. So I think we just continue to just try to grow within that. I don't think we have to emphasize it more because guys know, what their games are, what they're capable of, what threes and shots they should take. And obviously, OG's become a better shooter. Pascal's become a better shooter. Freddie could already shoot it. We're trying to get the line and stop passing up open shots. Yeah. Like little things like that. But,
How is JV's three-point game?
Same. Death taxes. JV's threes. Stuff them. Yeah. He's better.
Last year when you came into camp, you lost a couple weeks late in the summer for family stuff and more. This year you got a new coach and a bunch of new teammates. Does it ever wonder if you're going to get to one of these fully ready to go?
That's what I was this year. I'm ready to go. I was fully ready. Like, I came in ready. I don't really got to talk about it. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm a professional athlete. Like, I went into the summer and fixed what I needed to fix, and I came back ready. Like, I could tell you and do it and talk all of it, but I'm ready. I'm in shape, playing great basketball during camp. Camp's been great for me. Competing in every possession, both ends of the floor, put myself in position to be able to do that. And I'm here. Like, I take pride in being able to do whatever I'm asked to do as a basketball player. That's who I've been. Last year, I didn't feel like I could do that.
That's my point.
And that hurt me more than anything. And I went into the summer, and I'm not going to be that person again.
Right.
And when I came back 2 weeks or so before camp started, it was apparent. I wanted to walk in the gym, and people would say, "Is that CJ?" And that's what I did.
Was it frustrating last year to start?
100%.
Not to have been able to
100%.
do that?
And I went through a lot of things that were out of my control, too. And then some things that I could have reacted better to, obviously. But, that's also being just off my rocker. Like, a lot of things. And that's not including having a kid. So, pain's better for progress than ease. So,
What did you want to fix?
I wanted to be back to myself. I wanted to be a threat all the time. And I get it, the shooter, all of that stuff, that's good stuff. But, like, I've been able to mix it up. I've been able to guard multiple positions before I came. I've been able to come out and take charges, be vocal, be around. I felt like I had to focus so much on myself. I couldn't be the teammate that I am, that I've been, being able to be vocal and be able to talk and be able, because you're trying to figure out how you're going to get yourself in the position you need to be in. So my biggest thing was be in shape in any way you want to put it, like running, jumping, shooting, whatever it is, mentally and physically. And that's what I did this summer.
It's no secret, obviously, that Kyle wasn't especially thrilled with seeing our trade over the summer. He always insisted and has insisted that once day one starts, he's going to go back to work, he's going to do his job. From what you've seen from him so far, how's it been with you guys on and off the court?
He's Kyle. Nothing's changed. Comes in here. He's fiery, pit bull, tries to win every drill, lets you know about it. and he's playing hard. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Like, he's a professional. And, I mean, there's a lot of things that are part of this game that we don't like as individuals, as people, because we make these bonds. Our families get to know each other. Our kids get to know each other. Those two guys obviously been together for a long time. And, like, I understand that. Like, everybody should, especially if you can see their relationship from afar. So, but the second we got into camp and those lines, we get between those lines, we understand what it is. Like, we all teammates. Now you accept those other guys into the family, and you start to build a relationship, and that's what it is.
You were just talking about your own personal challenge in the offseason of wanting to be better. How much better do you think this team can be defensively if you raise your game and you add Kawhi, you add Danny Green, and add to the defense that you guys established for most of last year?
The biggest thing that we talk about, especially as players during camp, is that we see it, everything that we can be capable of. We feel like we can play any type of way, whether it's small and fast, whether we need bigs, whether we need long, whether we need Freddie and Kyle on the floor at the same time, or Freddie, DeLon, and Kyle on the floor, whatever it is. We have a lot of tools that can be mixed and matched. And Nick has even talked about it. You're going to try some things, and you should. You got all these pieces and all these things that can do all this stuff. Like, you should see. Because you don't ever want to be surprised by anything. So, and it's exciting. And it's exciting to play and compete every day because all the games are good and everybody's going at each other and we're making each other better. And that's all you can ask for in training camp.
You had a little slippage late last year. I don't mean it. Is that just, teams figuring you out?
That's you can't get bored with the fundamental stuff. Especially when you're winning like we were winning last year. You see that sometimes. Like, you can look around the league at really good teams. You see them go through these little stretches where they're trying to find ways to ignite themselves and try to make it interesting. They start trying stuff. Or you start, even on the offense, man, you start doing stuff you don't do, stuff that doesn't mix in with the recipe. And then it takes you getting hit upside the head to realize, yeah, that probably doesn't work. And, I think that we went through that a little bit. Because, and I'm not going to say boredom is the wrong word because guys come in and try to work. But, I mean, you get some nights where guys are kind of like, let's get to the next step. And you never want to try to expedite things.
How valuable are those off-season scrimmages? You came in early to Toronto. And what do they provide apart from just getting a run?
Continuity. Obviously, the physical aspect of getting back to playing multiple games in a day and getting up and down, doing it multiple days in a row. Getting your body and your mind right for the stuff you got to push through. And there's going to be nicks and knacks from that, too. So you kind of get to that point where you can get over that hump. But then just, being with each other, camaraderie. Guys being able to, be around each other and start focusing on basketball, start turning the switch on. We can do stuff, try stuff offensively that you can't decide if you want to try it or not in camp. Yeah, you get to see it, And young guys, just experience of playing and being around some veteran guys that can talk and teach and do things.
And how much of those games are they like guys playing pickup, running up and down, and how much of it is let's try this action, let's try
it's pretty much a little bit of all of it. Yeah. And the games, and we're competing too. Like, it was the games that we were playing before were like the games we're playing in training camp. There's guys mad trying to win games and upset and it gets competitive as it should be. And I think that's the other reason why our youth has grown like they've grown. I mean, I've only been here a year, but I've seen it happen over time, and that's the reason why we continue to have this continuity as a team, because we do these things in the summer. We get together, we practice, we make sure guys are in shape. The training staff is unbelievable. Like, I'm a testament to that. I shouldn't have been walking at some points last year, and they got me on the floor. So, I mean, it's been great.
You mentioned the versatility a bit earlier, especially defensively. Is there an ideal style for this team to play defensively, or is that versatility your ability?
The only style that I think we worried about is stopping people. Whatever stops people is what we're going after. I don't think we try to say this is. I mean, obviously every team has principles. Like you want to send guys here, you're going to double, you shouldn't left, baseline, whatever those things are. But I think the biggest thing is competing, playing hard. If you can get guys locked in, like you'll make up for mistakes from just guys playing hard. You just can't stop playing.
In those scrimmages, can you notice the increased length?
100%. I mean, because one of the biggest focuses is you want to be able to control that ball. We have so many guys in our league that are so dangerous with the ball in their hands, with the handle and beating guys one-on-one. There's a lot of guys that, because of defensive rules and their talent, you're not stopping one guy with one guy. They need to be able to see a crowd. They need to be able to see that your team's down and ready, linked. And even if you're not there, your perception, the way you show yourself, and that's one of the things we continue to show. And it's been great to see guys be in the gaps, getting deflections, block shots, and guys coming to help and talking. It's the biggest thing, too, is communication. Because the young guys, they play hard, but the communication part is still a growing key because they're still learning themselves. So it's hard to tell the next guy where to be when you don't know where to be.